What if the ordinary dime sitting in your pocket right now was quietly holding on to one of the most fascinating stories in modern American history? Imagine this. A small silver-toned coin passed through millions of hands, yet carrying secrets from a turbulent era. A coin born in the shadow of national crisis, designed by a master engraver, and now whispering to collectors about value, rarity, and forgotten moments in time. This is the story of the 1967 one dime, the Roosevelt dime that looks every day, but feels legendary once you truly see it. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you might never look at your change the same way again. Picture the year, 1967. America was burning with change. The Vietnam War raged on. Civil rights marches filled the streets. The summer of love bloomed in San Francisco, while cities erupted in unrest. And in the middle of all this chaos, the United States Mint was fighting its own quiet battle. A battle for the very soul of American coinage. After silver prices skyrocketed, the Coinage Act of 1965 forced a dramatic shift. No more 90% silver dimes. Instead, the Mint introduced a new copper-nickel-clad composition. It felt like betrayal to traditional collectors. Hoarding reached fever pitch. People were pulling silver coins out of circulation by the millions. To fight the panic, the Mint made a bold, controversial decision. Remove mint marks from all coins for 3 years, 1965, 1966, and 1967. No more D for Denver, no S for San Francisco. Every 1967 dime you find today carries that invisible mark of history, the final year of this unprecedented mint mark moratorium. Over 2.2 billion of these dimes were struck. Let that number sink in. 2,200,000,000. Yet, somehow, the right one can still stop a collector's heart. Now let's look closer at this coin that feels alive in your hand. On the obverse, Franklin D. Roosevelt stares forward with quiet strength. His profile captured forever by Chief Engraver John R. Sinek. Roosevelt, the man who led America through the Great Depression and World War II, forever immortalized on our smallest circulating coin since 1946. Liberty arcs proudly above his head. In God We Trust sits below. And there, tucked near the truncation of his neck, you'll find the designer's initials, JS. Flip it over, and the reverse explodes with symbolism. A central torch burns brightly, representing liberty and enlightenment. It's flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength and independence. United States of America crowns the top. A pluribus unum, out of many, one sits proudly, and at the bottom boldly declaring its humble value, one dime. But here's where the real magic begins. Most people glance at this coin and see nothing special. Collectors, they lean in. They hunt for the hidden details most ignore. Zoom in on that torch. Look for the full bands, those crisp, complete horizontal lines across the torch's bands. On a typical 1967 dime, the strike is decent but not perfect. When those bands show full separation without weakness, that's when the coin transforms from ordinary to extraordinary. Full bands examples are scarce, even in this high mintage year. They tell the story of a perfect moment when the dies met the plancher with just the right pressure. Then there are the special mint set versions. In 1967, the Mint produced around 1.86 million special mint set coins struck at San Francisco with extra care. Polished dies, better blanks, deeper strikes, and that beautiful cameo contrast. These SMS dimes have a different feel, a different luster. They were meant for collectors, not pocket change. And in top grades with deep cameo, they become something collectors dream about. Now let's talk rarity and value, but let's keep it real. A well-worn 1967 dime from circulation, still just 10 cents. That's the honest truth for the vast majority. But here's where curiosity turns into excitement. In uncirculated condition, especially MS65 to MS66, values start climbing into the single digits to low teens. Push into MS67. You're looking at around $30 or more. And those elusive MS68 examples, they're genuinely scarce. Top specimens have sold for thousands in auctions. one record reportedly reaching nearly $10,000 for an exceptional special mint set deep cameo piece. These aren't made-up numbers. They reflect real market passion from serious collectors who understand condition is everything. Grading matters more than almost anything else here. A coin in pristine condition, sharp details, original luster, no distracting marks, tells a story of survival. It escaped decades of vending machines, cash registers, and careless pockets. It kept its dignity while the world around it changed. That's the emotional pull for collectors. It's not just metal. It's a tangible piece of 1967, a year when America was redefining itself. Holding one feels like touching that moment in time. Imagine the atmosphere back then. The clatter of massive coin presses in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Workers in the mint carefully preparing those new clad planchets. The quiet determination to keep commerce flowing during uncertain times. Each dime rolling off the line carried the weight of national trust. Small, but essential to daily life. Today, when you hold a 1967 Roosevelt Dime, you're holding a survivor. A coin from the exact year the Beatles released Sgt. Pepper, when Muhammad Ali stood against the draft, when the world watched as boundaries were pushed everywhere. And that's what makes coin collecting so addictive. It's not about cold metal values. It's about human stories. It's about wondering who carried this exact dime to buy a newspaper, a pack of cigarettes, or a ticket to a movie that changed their life. Rehook moment. But wait, what if the one in your drawer right now has something extra? Some 1967 dimes show subtle errors that make collectors' pulses race. Doubled dies where the design appears slightly shifted, off-center strikes, die cracks that create unique fingerprints, machine doubling that adds unexpected depth. These aren't common, but they exist. And when they do, they turn an ordinary dime into a conversation piece worth serious attention. The psychology of collectors is beautiful. Some chase the thrill of the hunt, digging through rolls of change or old jars of coins from grandparents. Others build emotional connections to specific years. A 1967 dime might remind someone of their father's pocket change or a family trip during that era. It becomes more than numismatics. It becomes memory made tangible. Condition and eye appeal create that emotional attachment. A coin with glowing luster, sharp details, and that perfect full band's torch feels alive. It demands respect. You don't just own it. You become its caretaker, preserving a piece of American history for the next generation. Visualize this in your mind. Dramatic close-ups of the coin spinning slowly under warm light. The torch's flame seeming to flicker. Roosevelt's determined gaze looking into the future. B-roll of 1960s streets, bustling mint floors, collectors hunched over magnifying glasses in quiet excitement. That's the cinematic power this small coin holds. So, what should you do if you think you have something special? First, examine it carefully under good light. Check for full bands on the reverse. Look at the overall strike quality. Notice any unusual doubling or errors. If it looks exceptional, consider professional grading from PCGS or NGC. Those slabs protect the coin and give you confidence in its story. But even if yours is a regular circulated example, there's value in its history. Every 1967 dime is a piece of the Great Clad Transition, a living artifact from when America changed its money to meet a new reality. The beauty of coin collecting isn't just in the big scores, it's in the daily discovery. It's in realizing that history isn't locked in museums, it's jingling in your pocket if you know how to listen. As we wrap up this journey through the 1967 one dime, remember the opening question. What if this ordinary-looking coin was secretly carrying an extraordinary story? It was. It still is. Whether it's worth 10 cents or thousands depends on condition, but its true worth. That's in the curiosity it sparks, the history it represents, and the personal connection it creates. Now it's your turn. Grab a magnifying glass, check your change jar, look through those old coins your parents or grandparents left behind. You might just find a 1967 dime waiting to tell its story. Drop a comment below. Have you ever found an old coin that surprised you? What year was it? Or tell me, what does the 1967 dime make you feel when you hold it? If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history, stories, and hidden value, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We're uncovering more legendary coins in every video, from rare errors to forgotten treasures. Your next great find might be sitting in a drawer right now. Don't miss it. Thanks for watching. Keep hunting, keep wondering. And remember, the smallest coins often carry the biggest stories. See you in the next one.